Students, welcome to Object-Oriented Programming Lab session. In this video, we will see what is Java, what are the important features of Java programming language, and a simple program to print Hello World in Java. Java is a high-level programming language. It was developed at Sun Microsystems in 1991. Its initial name was Oak, and later it was renamed as Java. James Gosling, Patrick Norton are some of the people involved in the Java development team. James Gosling is known as father of Java, Java programming language. Here you can see a simple Java program to print Hello World on screen. In any Java program, in the initial part you can see some import statements. These import statements are meant for importing packages to a program. A package is a container of classes and interfaces. In my program, I am importing one package, that is java.io package. From this package, I will be using the built-in class system. System.out.println is the statement for printing hello world on screen. So system class is contained in IO package. So in my program, I am writing an import statement for importing IO package. After the import statement, I am defining my class using the keyword class. Name of my class is example. Normally in a class, there will be some variable declarations and function definitions. In my example class, I have defined no variables. Only one function is written and name of the function is main. Execution of a Java program always begins at main function. Here I will be using the term, hereafter I will be using the term method to refer to functions. Because in Java, we will be using the term method whenever we want to refer to functions. So a Java class contains variable declarations and method definitions. The third line in my program can be called prototype of the main method. In the prototype of the main method, I have used some keywords like public, static, and void. I will explain its meaning in the next slide. In my class, I have used two built-in classes. They are string and system. Java is a case-sensitive programming language. Java is very case-sensitive, so you should know the naming conventions that are used in Java. All the built-in classes are given the name based on a recommendation. That is, first letter of each word should be in capital in any class name. So in S in string class and S in system class must be in capital. When I have named my class example, E is given in capital letter. So if you want, you can follow that recommendation. After writing the Java program, next step is compile it using a Java compiler. For that, command is javac file name. It is better to give class name and file name as same. Javac is the command for invoking the compiler. Here the file name is example.java. After compilation, if there is no error, you will be getting bytecode file. To run the Java program, you have to use the command java file name. File name should be used without any extension. So Java example is the command for running my example class program. Now we can see the meaning of public, static and void keywords used in the prototype of main method. Whenever a class member is declared as public, then that member may be accessed by code outside the class in which it is declared. Here, main method is declared as public. That means main method can be accessed by writing a code outside the class. A static method means it belongs to a class rather than the object of a class. Normally, Variables and methods defined in a class can be accessed only by creating an object of the class. But if a particular method is declared as static, you don't have to create an object of the class to call it. Instead, you can give class name dot method name. Void means function does not return any value. I have told you that execution of a Java program starts from main method. When you are writing the code Java example to execute the program, actually what you are calling is Java example.main. When you simply write example, it means execute main method of example class. Java runtime environment will automatically search for main method present in example class. You are not expected to change prototype of main method. It should be written as it is. That is public static void main within parenthesis string array. String and specify name of the array. You have to know the meaning of system.out and system.in. System.out refers to monitor or screen. System.in means keyboard. Now we can see three different phases in the execution of a Java program. These are the three phases. First, you have to write the program. That particular activity is done by the Java programmer. After that, you have to compile the program. Compilation of a Java program is done by Java compiler. Javac is the command for invoking the Java compiler. Java compiler will be taking a Java program as input and it will be producing a bytecode file. A bytecode file will have the extension .class. After compilation, next step is you have to run the program. In the third phase, JVM or Java Virtual Machine is responsible for executing the bytecode generated by the compiler, and this is called the run phase. So these are the three different phases in the execution of a Java program. The primary function of a JVM or Java Virtual Machine is to execute the bytecodes produced by the compiler. Different operating systems will be having different JVMs, but the output that is produced by the Java compiler, that is bytecode, will be the same for different operating system. Bytecodes are defined in such a way that it can be interpreted by any JVM or any platform. As long as the concept of JVM is supported by a particular operating system, a Java program can run on any platform. So we can say that Java is a platform independent language. Two types of programs can be created using Java. They are application programs and applets. Application programs are small programs that can be executed under the operating system of that particular computer. Until now, the programs that we have seen are application programs. Applets are small programs that can be transmitted over the internet. We will see how to develop an applet later. Now we can see how to type in this example program. You can use Microsoft Word or Windows Notepad or MS-DOS editor for writing the Java program which we have seen just now. Some IDEs are also available for developing Java programs. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Some of the IDEs are Eclipse, NetBeans, IntelliJ IDEA, BlueJ, JDeveloper and Greenfoot. Now we can see some of the features of Java programming language. Java is a platform independent language. It is true object oriented language, compiled and interpreted one, simple, highly portable, secure, robust, architecture neutral, high performance, multi-threading. Java supports multi-threading. It is a distributed language, dynamic and strongly typed. Now we can see each of these features in detail. Java is a platform independent language. Any hardware or software environment in which a program runs is known as a platform. In Java, we can write one program, compile it, and we will get bytecodes. These bytecodes are capable of running on any platform. Bytecodes are not CPU specific. Instead, they are designed to be interpreted by a JVM. That is, if the bytecode is available for a particular Java program, it can be executed on any operating system under the with the help of the processor. JVM is responsible for execution of a Java program. Once the bytecode is available for a particular Java program, it can be executed by any JVM on any platform such as Windows, Linux, Mac OS, etc. That means a program that is compiled on Windows can run on Linux machine and vice versa. Each operating system will be having a different JVM. However, the output they produce after the execution of the bytecode is same across all operating systems. As long as JVM is implemented for a given environment, it can run any Java program. That is the reason for platform independency of Java. Java is a pure object-oriented programming language. In Java, without writing a class, you cannot write any program. Object-oriented programming is a way of organizing programs as a collection of classes and objects. The basic OOPS concepts are object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. Java supports all these object-oriented programming concepts, and without using the class concept, you cannot write a single Java program. So we can say that Java is a pure object-oriented programming language. It is a compiled and interpreted language. Normally, if you are writing a source program, it should be either compiled or interpreted. You don't have to do both the operations. Both compilation and interpretation are meant for compiling the source program to machine code. But in the case of Java program, when you are compiling a Java program, you won't get machine code. Instead, you are getting byte code. So bytecode should be interpreted to get machine code so that we can execute the program. So in the case of Java program, compiler produces bytecode and interpreter generates machine code. So Java is a compiled and interpreted language. Next feature is Java is very simple. Java is considered as one of the simple language because it does not have complex features like operator overloading, multiple inheritance, pointers, and explicit memory allocation. Java is portable. Java code that is written on one machine can run on another machine. We know that Java is platform independent. That is why Java is portable. Java is secure. Java does not have pointers and cannot access out-of-bound arrays. That is, if you are trying to access an array element which is outside the boundary, you will be getting an error. Java has strict type checking. So Java is a secure language. Java is robust. Robust means reliable or durable. Java programming language is developed in a way that there is early checking for possible errors. That is, if you want to use a variable, its data type should be specified in advance. The main features of Java that makes it robust are garbage collection, exception handling, and memory allocation. Architecture neutral. Java is architecture neutral. For example, size of the primitive data types is fixed. In C programming, an integer data type will be occupying 2 bytes of memory in 32-bit architecture and 4 bytes of memory for 64-bit architecture. But in the case of Java, both for 32-bit or 64-bit OS, integer data type will be occupying 4 bytes of memory. So we can say that Java is architecture neutral. Next is high performance. Java is faster than other traditional interpreted programming languages because Java bytecode is close to native code. Native code means machine code, language in terms of zeros and ones. Multi-threading. Java supports multi-threading. Multi-threading is a Java feature that allows concurrent execution of two or more parts of the program for maximum utilization of CPU. You will learn how to develop a multi-threaded program in Java later. Distributed. Using Java programming language, we can create distributed applications. This means objects on one JVM can execute procedures on a different remote JVM. RMI and EJB are used for creating distributed applications in Java. In simple words, the Java programs can be distributed on more than one systems that are connected to each other using internet connection. Java is a dynamic programming language. It supports dynamic loading of classes. It means classes are loaded on demand. It also supports functions from its native languages such as C and C++. Java supports automatic memory management. It supports garbage collection. If a if the memory allocated to an object is not in use, automatically Java will be doing garbage collection activity. Java is a strongly typed language. The Java compiler enforces type checking of each assignment made in a program at compile time. If type checking fails, then a compile time error is issued. So in Java, it is mandatory that you should declare variables before it can be used. Data type of the variable must be declared before it is used. So Java is a strict language, or it is a strongly typed language. So these are some of the features of Java programming language. So in this video we have seen what is Java, a very simple Java program, and also some features of Java programming language. We can see more about Java in next videos. Thank you.